All right, welcome viewers to another session of Adventure for Beginners. We are on week 85 this
I
week.
have 85.
Another nice round number on our mission to 100. And yeah, we had a little catch up already, so we're gonna dive right into the action. I think. So,
Yeah,
yeah, Travis, what's going on?
yeah. So
You baby.
where last we left off, our heroes had made their way to Tamrin's Fall. So you guys had been out of the spell-scarred plains for a while now. You've managed to escape that wilderness. Met back up with your contacts in Ariadnish. So Stavrofor Edwin was the one who you had been gathering items for to try and help Buck with his recent change. And now that you've returned, you've heard that, well, it might also help Durian with a certain condition he's been dealing with for a while. But yeah, you guys had made your way to Tamarin's Fall. It appears that the refugee crisis in this area has been steadily getting worse. You've been hearing stories of the increasingly brutal conflict down south between Palatinus and Taurus. But you guys had managed to make your way into the city, which you usually had to prove you had some money to do, which you guys certainly have. Um, and yeah, I think the party was in for a night of getting cleaned up and relaxing and grabbing some food and some well-needed rest. Um, and then perhaps that got a little shaken up. So I think we see a surprised-looking Caben leaning against the bar, looking at the familiar face of an elven woman that he certainly recognizes. Caben, do you remember the name of this woman?
I do. Well, at least
Yeah.
Caben does.
So she looks at you, and it's a relevant question because she says, "You do remember me, Caben, don't you? Our night in
Uh,
Palat together."
Yeah,
And she like reaches up and plays
Fiverell?
Filverell.
Filverell.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm so you
sorry.
remembered me. And she like reaches out and kind of grabs your hand. And how's Caben reacting to all this?
He's kind of like looking back at her face and her stomach, and back at her face and her stomach, just very quickly successive. Very obvious, and
Yes.
a little lost for words.
I've I've been looking for you for a while actually. I think you might see why. And she like slowly pulls your hand in, and you're at kind of a distance from her, and like tries to place it on her belly. Do you like resist her at all?
Uh, no.
Okay, yeah. So she pulls you like the half step forward, and she says, "I've been I've been trying to find you. I went to Cien, but well, I heard tales of dragon hunters, and I thought it must be you. But when I got there, they said the dragon hunters had left, had came here to Ariadnish, and well, I'm so glad I ran into you.
So really quickly, his mind kind of snaps away. He's like, "What? The dragon hunters came here? Did they
Well,
say? Did they mean us or?"
I I don't know. There was the tale of people hunting dragons in Cien, and well, they said dragon hunters, and well, that's how we met. And she like lets go of your hand and says, you still have that medal, don't you? The the one showing your bravery. And do you
Uh,
keep like your Knight's Draconis medal on you?
he has it on. He does. Yes, he has it on him. Not pinned on the outside, but he has it
Yeah.
like he has it on his person, not like in a pack or anything. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe in the same little pouch with his troll tracker scarab. Maybe that's like it jingles a little harder because it's in there with it. I don't know.
It vibrates like a cell phone in a pocket of chains.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, she kind of looks at you for a second and says, "Well, I I'm glad I finally found you. Uh, things down south they haven't been going well, and well, I heard that you were moving north, and well, I was afraid you wouldn't have heard. I sent letters along, but I didn't know where to find you, and well, I'm just so glad I finally caught you at last. And you see like uh what she's trying to give you like a winning smile, though you can see she's kind of close to tears. She's like,
Sure.
Where's the rest of everyone? The Dranian, the red-haired guy. Um
Oh,
he
yes, the
I think he
red-haired
just
guy.
shaved his head
He
last time we saw him.
he did shave his head. That was on purpose. Yes, he's dyed it lately. He's around. Are the rest of the party down here?
No, so you had to come down first. Durian had gone up to his room along with your buddy Walter, and he was running out of time on his spell.
Oh,
So
that's right. That's right.
last I remember, he took his food upstairs to eat, and Nina was sharing a room with Shoshana. So Shoshana had gotten cleaned up first and went along with Buck. They already, I think, left to go grab some dinner somewhere. So Nina's like probably up in her room getting cleaned up. So yeah, what does I guess as you kind of look around, you notice you're sort of alone from the rest of the party. Let's zoom over to Nina. You've like, Shoshana rushed in, asked for some privacy, and like came back out cleaned up to meet up with Buck. So after you get cleaned up, what are you doing? You're pretty beat up from the last fight you guys had, right?
Yeah, that could be a done statement.
So what do we see when we see Nina like in her room? Is she like bandaging her wounds or like gearing back up?
Well, she eyes the pillow, something shocking for a while, Travis, I'm not gonna lie. She's considers just zonking out for the entire night.
Yeah.
But, well, I haven't even used that skill in such a long time. But no, I was considering, is there like music and stuff happening downstairs, or?
Good question. Was there music? Yeah, of course. I mean, the place is packed with people, right? You had to go to maybe one or two inns before you found somewhere that that had a room open. So every place seems to be packed. A lot of people that can afford it will come into the cities just to get away from the crowds, get away from the refugee camps that have sort of sprung up outside the walls of all of these cities. So yeah, there would definitely be some people strumming on lutes and blowing on flutes and doing whatever as far as getting a little more lively scene going downstairs.
In that case, I might actually do something I haven't done for a while.
Okay. What's that?
I'm gonna go dress up and get ready to perform.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so Nina's like trained in, what is it, singing, dancing?
Yep,
Both?
both.
Okay.
Not really specialized in one way or the other.
She's a showgirl. The cabaret.
There you go. Cool, yeah. So what is your, like, do you have a performer's outfit or something?
No, but I have the fancy dress from Politeness. Oh,
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
you
sure.
have. Cool, yeah. So that's probably like a formal, like, go to dinner with the king type dress, right?
Well, this was go to dinner with the prince type dress, but yes.
Okay, so it's a step below go to dinner with the king, but all right, cool. Yeah, so yeah, you like get all dressed up and head downstairs. Yeah, and there is a pair of elves. You can see them at one corner of the place. There's not really a stage or anything. But they've got a couple of crates piled up and they're playing music. And one of them's like playing a lute and the other's singing along. And can I get an intelligence check from you.
Woo! On my better stats, which is really sad for final.
It's another case of this.
Well, actually, what kind of knowledge checks do you have? One of those might apply.
As in
And
trained,
it's not dungeoneering.
dungeoneering, and engineering are the only
Okay.
ones that have trained.
Okay, in that case, just make this a, actually, you have singing as an ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so make me a singing check to see if you can, recognize what they're singing here.
Apparently so. But I
Yeah,
prefer to keep that for dance, because it's my lowest skill. Too.
awesome. Yeah, so you hear, what strikes you as a familiar song, though you can't remember having heard it any time recently. And you catch it just in the middle. And it sounds you catch some of the words. Shit. How do I say this without trying to sing? Because I can't sing very well.
Neither can I.
Hey, you guys have done both great jobs at singing.
Yeah.
God
no,
help
we
me.
haven't. So you hear a verse that breaks in. It goes, "His eyes are cruel, his evil is endless. Black is his soul, and ne'er will he rest, till all the world lies covered in darkness, and none who would fight him are left. The Nera Teletia, fly straight and true, oh my arrow. The day of destiny comes, I'll follow the path only fate knows." Yeah,
Travis, that was no, Travis,
it's
that was
so
not-
bad.
I mean,
That was not bad. That was not bad.
dude, you
actually.
were
That wasn't
not
actually too
missing the
bad.
notes. Like you had the melody going. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I wasn't
Um,
cringing.
You weren't cringing. Yes,
I wasn't cringing either.
I bore through it. No, yeah. So you hear these words and they strike kind of a familiar chord with you, but like I said, you can't remember hearing these at all recently. But you kind of listen to the rest of the song and you find yourself sort of humming along to the tune as though you know it. So yeah, I think we see you come downstairs and listen to the end of the song. Meanwhile, Buck, you're being led around town by Shoshana.
I am.
Yeah, so she she led you out of the inn you guys were staying at and had told you, I heard this well, there's this excellent restaurant that specializes in elf cuisine, and there aren't that
Elf
many
cuisine.
elves around, and I wanted to try it out.
I forgot she was in the book.
Yeah. Yeah. Alice was immediately thinking about lean cuisines. it's like quinoa and granola and stuff. Like
Yep.
little carrots.
There are a couple of carrots, a single.
So Buck would kind of
No.
shake his head
no.
like.
Oh, you cut out there. You said
Oh,
Buck,
okay.
kind of, and then nothing.
Oh, sorry. Right now I'm using Wi-Fi. My power line networking stuff died. But anyways, so
Try that again.
Uh,
Oh god, oh no, it's gonna be technical issues, isn't it?
okay, I guess that sounds good.
Hello, Allison.
Are you alive?
We're losing Allison.
I mean, her webcam is practically frozen.
I'm here.
Okay, we can
Uh,
hear you.
no.
It just keeps skipping. Yeah, we can hear you.
It seems to be working now.
I don't want to end my webcam because it'll like mess up Kevin's setup.
No, I have.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh, that's true. We can change it.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. You were frozen
Okay.
for a good minute or so.
Well, I closed Twitch because I had it on in the background, so maybe this will help. But anyways, I will try. So I would say yes. That sounds good. You know, we can find some place.
Excellent. I've always wanted to try it out.
Cuisine. Buck kind of like counts his money in his head. Like, I guess I'll spend money on a nice dinner.
What? Oh, no. Please, it's my treat. You did save us all. I mean, I wanted to thank you. It seems Walter is just as much of a combatant as I.
Yeah, Walter's not so great at that, but you know, whatever works, I suppose.
Well, yes, I suppose you don't have to be brave to be a jeweler.
That's true. I guess. What is this restaurant? That you'd like to check out?
Yeah, it's called
Which
100 Ways to Quinoa. I've never been there, but but I hear
100
it's
ways to
excellent.
quinoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
yes,
Let's head there.
Excellent. Well, it's yes. Excellent. You see she's a little flustered, like trying to get her bearings and lead you around. And she sort of like starts to fill the dead air a little bit with idle chatter, like, "Oh, so who taught you how to fight like that?"
It was both of my parents actually. The town I grew up in focuses very highly on training in the sense of military. So, you know, when I was a young child, you know, they they taught me together. Yes.
Oh,
Child.
wow, your mother
Girl.
too? I mean, I'm sure your father
Yes.
was happy to have a strong young boy like you to learn how to fight, but your mother was a warrior.
Yes. She actually did the same that I was trained to do. She specialized in mounted combat and some reconnaissance here and there. So that's how I was trained to do what I do. My father was more of a upfront, you know, hand to hand, you know, sword to sword combatant. But my mother,
Well,
she was the dexterous one.
yes, I've heard elves are excellent sword fighters. That's amazing. You know, my father always wanted a boy, and I think he had some ideas of training me in combat, but it never really stuck.
Buck is like sitting there thinking like, well, you know, there's probably a place where we can fix that for him, I guess. Just find some sort of curse, but you know, he would say out loud to her, you know, that is unfortunate. Sometimes parents are set in their ways and they want a certain thing, and you know, it makes it rough. But you just have to meet and exceed their expectations in other ways. You know, I did a lot of that with my family. You know, learning things quickly, and just being generally good at them is always important. And I'd like to hope I made them proud, despite the fact that I left home.
Oh, did if you don't mind me asking, did you leave
Yeah.
home on bad terms, or?
I wouldn't call it bad terms. I left mostly because my people no longer agreed with what I was looking for. They decided that they would prefer to go about things peacefully and make treaties with the dwarves that we
Oh yes,
we've
you were.
been fighting against for a long time. And I no longer agreed with that, so I left.
You were telling me about that before. Well, maybe I can help you find a little peace in your heart and she sort of like reaches out her hand and like sort of puts it around your puts her arm around your arm.
Buck is like, I am uncomfortable.
Bold for a nun.
This,
She's not a nun.
this
She's,
lady doesn't know anything.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, she kind of puts her arm through yours, and I think we zoom over to Durian. So it's been a little while. You've managed to clean up, and I think we see you a few minutes after you've reverted, and we see Walter, in the corner, sort of like drying his hair, and he says, I'm not certain I'll ever get used to that. It seems to be getting better, though.
Yeah, so I guess so yeah, I've cleaned up some. I'm just in like a towel or a bathrobe. Maybe I bathed or in the room in a basin or
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yep.
I'm just like, Walter, turn your back. I gotta let this tail out. It's hurting now.
Oh. You see him like shudder a little bit as he kind of like.
I'm sorry, Walter, but
No, it's-
now you can say that you've seen the worst that a lord has to show. And I rip my towel off, and I just like lay on my bed, and I'm like, oh, it's so itchy. My God.
Yeah, you see him like half turn and then turn back, like not even looking. And he's like, I think you've got like your bag of pearls. You had that on you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the riches.
Yeah. So you see him kind of like, maybe sorting through them, and he's like, you've got quite a bit of valuables here. Some of these larger ones might fetch up to 150, 200 gold, depending on the market. Even the smaller ones would be nice for a necklace or, well, whatever you would want. Some people work pearls into gold jewelry, though I'm not the biggest fan.
Oh, neither am I. Okay. And I sort of cover myself, and I'm just on my bed, and I've got my plate of now kind of cold food, and I'm just like shoveling it. And I'm like, so can you count it up?
Yes, it
I've got
looks
a-
to be.
I've got a fair eye myself, so just let me know if I need to check your work. And I wink at him.
Oh, well, would never want to be accused of shortchanging my lord. It looks to be about as much as I told you it was last time. Do you have that down anywhere?
I remember.
No,
that.
you. Oh, if you remember, I only wrote down big bag full of pearls from Treebeard.
Yeah. From Treebeard. Nice. Josh, did you have it written down?
I believe
it's
it was 1,500.
Yep.
If,
That's what I thought
That
it
was
was
accurate.
too. But, oh, no, I did find my note. Yep, 1,500.
Got it. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
So-
didn't have that
mark
written
that-
down, by the way.
Yeah, mark that down, and he says, I could probably do you even better for that. We can get maybe 10% above market cost, 15 if we're lucky. 1650 gold. If I can have some time to arrange for buyers, and well, we'd have to be outside of a hovel like this.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think it's worthwhile at all to do it in Tamarin's Fall. Tamarin's Fall. That's where we are.
Yeah.
Maybe when we reach the capital, I'll keep your offer in mind. Any return on the investment's worthwhile. It's an investment for all of us, but I would like to keep a few pearls. Maybe you can pull out 2 or 3 of the size that I need, and I describe to him the pearl.
Yeah, he
Is it-
nods and says, magic stuff, right? I've had a few people come in and buy them for that before. Seems a damn shame to grind it up and eat it, though, or whatever you do.
I've gotten into some good stuff at night after grinding up pearl.
Well, whatever you wish to use it for, my lord.
Here, I'll let you in on a little secret. and why you should always be willing to sell pearls to some of this sort to somebody who wants to buy them. It
Oh.
means they're looking into something far more valuable than what the pearl is worth. See, you have to consume something valuable to discover perhaps something even more valuable. There's always
Ah.
trade available there, so keep your ears open.
Excellent. Do you have any things that you're going to investigate?
Now, Walter, I honestly don't know. I haven't gone through my stock of supplies in a while, and it's been a pretty crazy couple months, but it's more of planning for the future.
Ah. He nods. Do you like actually go through your stuff? Cuz I think you do actually have a few things that you might want to look into.
So there's the spider pendant. Have I
Yeah, so
seen that?
If you look under weapons and items, you might note two very specific things that are not yet under anyone's personal.
Yeah,
subcategory.
okay, so I have that picture in my notes from however long ago. That's the spider pendant. I have
Oh
that.
shoot, I forgot about that.
And the gauntlets. Now, do I have the gauntlets written down? I have, yeah, blue with bronze gauntlets. They're just separate. Got it.
Yeah, so there is some description under both of them, just what you're able to glean from casual observation.
And then I think a minute. I'm like, Walter, actually, find me 3 pearls of this dimension. They need not be bigger than this. I have 2 things that I'll need to investigate. Probably not now at this moment, but soon.
Yeah, he hands them to you. They're perfect size. Says, well, if I can help, of course, broker deals for whatever you're investigating, please let me know. I don't claim to be an expert in magical items, but if you don't wish to go around in your condition, I'd be happy to act as an intermediary.
Walter, that would be lovely once we get to know each other a little bit longer, if you get my meaning. I don't say
course,
that I
yeah.
distrust you, but this is the beginning of a good relationship. Let's not ruin it by going too fast, as
course,
as
my
the finer sex might say. I will hang on to the bag of pearls for now.
Of course, and he
And,
hands them over to you.
But be ready to make inquiries on your own cognizance. I leave it to you about the pearls, and well, perhaps you can tell me a little bit something about the jewel in this. And I actually removed the spider pendant, put it in a cloth. I don't touch it.
Yeah.
I take it by its chain and I put it on a cloth or a shirt or something, and I hold it out and I say, "Don't touch." But what can you tell from your eye?
Yeah, so he kind of squints down and you see his eyebrows raise and he says, "Oh my." And I think we go back over to Caben. So I think at this point, Filverell's grabbed a pitcher of cheap ale and is like pulling you over to a table. I'm so glad to find you. So how have your travels been? What have you been doing recently? Like I said, I tried to send letters, but I didn't know where to address them to. Other than to Caben, the Dragon Slayer.
Kind of laughs at that. Goes, yeah. Well, we didn't slay every dragon we met. After this point now.
Oh, you've met more dragons?
Yeah, 1 or 2 more. He's not saying it like in like a show-off way, but just kind of like roughly, very brief summary of like random things they've been doing. He says, "Yeah, we been in the desert not desert plains. I've been in the plains to the east of here for a bit, looking for some plants."
The haunted plains, or there have been some bad stories about that. When they said you went,
it's a pretty bad place. I don't recommend going.
Yes, when I heard that you may have gone north, I thought it might mean straight north. And well, when I made inquiries over in Oryx Hold, they thought that notion patently ridiculous. They didn't think anyone would go out there, and no one in their right mind. Oh,
Yeah.
but you said you have.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best
Let's go.
idea, but we were looking for something.
looking for something?
Yeah,
In-
like, just plant stuff. It's complicated. Sorry, it's
No, you look very tired. Can I get you some dinner? Well, can I? And she kind of like stumbles to a stop. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all this. I didn't think I'd find you, and I just keep talking. How do you feel about all of this?
hmm. I say
So there's like a
no. He kind of thinks
pause
like,
on the end.
and then he just says, "I don't know yet, but I do want some dinner."
Oh, yes, of course. I'll waitress. Oh, she's busy. I'll go get her. What would you like?
Whatever I don't know, chef special. There's not like a menu of these in places like this,
I
right? It's
don't
just like what they're having for dinner
Yeah.
at the time.
I'll ask if they're making anything specific tonight. I'll be right back. Yeah, and she like gets up and goes to the bar. You know to like, do your eyes take in the unobstructed path to the doorway leading out, or how's Caben kind of handling all this?
No, he's hanging around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think at the point that
And
she walks up.
Yeah, and
Okay.
however payment works out, he doesn't let her pay for the food. He pays for it.
Sure. So yeah, I think as she goes up to the bar, we see Nina coming down, like listening to the end of the song. Nina, you don't see any of your party immediately in this bar. Like Caben's sitting in kind of a corner booth facing away from you. But you hear sort of the end of the song that you recognized. And I guess what did you do after that?
I mean, did they stay? Are they preparing for another song, or?
You know, they end their song, and people clap and stuff, and yeah, they take a break to like grab a drink. Some, you know, some gnome, not the gnome, gets up with a flute and starts playing like a very quick, you know, merry tune.
Doesn't matter, Travis. I kill him.
Gamer just
Okay.
pulled out his bow and sliced with a forehead.
Yeah, you see a red-haired gnomish man, Freckles, looks completely different than the gnome you hate. You kill him. Everyone sees you do it. No. Yeah, Josh, like, what does Nina do?
I guess I'll go up to the innkeeper and just ask him what the policy is about performing.
Yeah, you see kind of like a old man, sort of looks like he was really burly back in the day, but now he's a little more stooped. He just kind of looks at you a little bleary-eyed and says, "Whatever you want. You want a drink, girl?
Not right now.
Let me know if you want a drink." He like goes over to the other side of the bar.
Alright, so I guess I'll head up to this little gnome.
Okay. Yeah, he's playing a jaunty little tune.
It's like I'll sort of like whisper in his ear. Do you know anything
He's-
classical?
He's like playing, so if you're getting
Yeah.
down to whisper, he's like he kind of like takes one hand off as he's playing a higher note and tries to like wave you away.
Oh, I just want to kick him off the thing and just start singing, but no, that would be rude.
It
Um,
would probably be rude, yes.
I guess wait for him to finish then.
Okay,
I assume like he's only gonna be playing for so long, Travis. So
probably. Yeah, so you just want to like wait till he's done with the
Mhm.
song, or okay. Yeah, so he eventually gets done, and Yeah, so he like holds out he bows a little bit after he gets up, holds out his hat for anyone to drop coins into, and he says, "You want something, girl?"
Yeah, do you know anything classic, like classical music?
Classical
Other than
music.
like the
Any Bach?
you know, I was gonna say like he was playing something more upbeat. I was talking like something more, sort of more like Durian style, if anything.
It's like, I might know a little something. Why?
Interested in being my instrument while I perform?
Oh, it depends. 50-50 split.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, classical. I can do classical. And he gets down and starts playing something fairly similar to the last thing he was playing, but maybe a little more slowly.
A little bit more mellow,
Yeah.
you could say.
So
Then
what
I'll
does he
guess
do?
I'll. So is he still sitting on the crates?
Mhm.
So I guess I'll sort of be in front of the crates, but a little bit to the side, just so that people can see us both.
Sure. Yeah.
And then Nina is gonna
Nina's
perform.
not. Yeah, Nina's not super tall, right? Like she's pretty short, 5'4", 5'5", something like that.
I think she's 5'4", I want to say. Yeah, 5'4".
Yeah. So if you want people to see you, you'd have to like get on one of the crates. But
Oh,
you can. Like there's room. There's a few of them stacked in this corner. Are you trying to like get up and really draw in people's attention?
sure, why not?
All right, cool. So yeah, you get up on one of these and start dancing. And what does Nina's dance look like?
I was also gonna sing as well. I was gonna do both.
Okay.
And
What are
hopefully
you
not
singing?
choke it. Yeah, give me a second. It's been a while since I've actually had to open the list of pre-arranged Nina songs. So I totally had
It's
that.
got to be elfin classical
Yeah.
too. Hmm.
Oh god. Songs for Nina, here we go. Okay, not appropriate for classical. No. That one might do. Okay. Do I actually have to sing it, Travis, or can I just not butcher this good
You
song?
can like what are you singing?
So it's called. I think it's in a quiet night. In this quiet night.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like a classical song. What's sort of the theme of the song? Because most songs kind of tell a story, right? So what?
Dreaming, memories,
Ah.
sort of relationships, I guess, as well.
Okay. So yeah, Nina's trying to weave some kind of a tale of a relationship that she maybe saw in a dream, but it turned into nothing but a memory. I have no idea what the song's about.
Something like that. I mean, I
Yeah.
can post it for you, Travis. I
Sure,
just don't
well-
really want to butcher the song.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get the spirit behind what you're doing. So yeah, give me a performance check. Let's see how good of a musical storyteller Nina is.
Oh god, I just used my good roll before, so. Oh! Wow,
Nice.
holy crap.
Yeah. So I think perform checks had a bit of a monetary component to it. Let's see how good this guy did in his flute playing. I'll say he's about that good. 16. All right, cool. So
Totally carrying this performance.
yeah, I mean you guys averaged a 20, so that's pretty damn good. So you guys gave a great performance. So roll me 3d10, and this will be how much silver you earn. And this will be you'll get that much, and he'll also get that much. So cool. Yeah, you take away a quick 13 silver. As you end the song of the lover seen in a dream, destined to be nothing but a memory, or whatever.
Seems about right.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically.
Cool. Yeah, and the you get done. The crowd cheers you on. And the elves come over, and the singer, the woman who was singing the song, says, "Well, it seems we may have some competition." Hi, by the way. I'm Ilya. She holds out her hand.
Nina holds it,
Nina,
shakes her hand.
pleasure to meet you. And I think that might be a good spot for our first break.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Guys, thanks for watching. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Please stick around, and we'll figure out what happens next in our adventure today. Thanks for watching.
I have good internet now, so yay.
Yeah.